Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be talking about one of our rigs having riser issues. So if you think that's interesting, hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, go to Crypto LLC if you're looking to buy yourself some GPUs, ASICs, or if you're looking to set up an ASIC or GPU mining farm. Alright, let's get started. So our rig, it was number 18, and we noticed that we couldn't log into the rig anymore. It wouldn't load. Our Windows login wouldn't allow us to get in. It was showing the connection issue, showing that that as if the connection is not on. Now our Tekken was online, so our Tekken connections here, these wireless Wi-Fi connections, it was showing it's online. That means the power is going to the rig, but the rig's not powering on. Even if when we cycle the power and everything, the rig should automatically turn on based on BIOS settings, but it wouldn't. So after arriving to the farm, we noticed that one of the risers, you see them here, was not blinking like this. You can see how it's blinking red and blue, and it's kind of shuffling colors there, going from blue to red. It was totally just not on at all. It wasn't shuffling anything, but it was still on. I could see that the GPU, the RGB colors are on, the fans were spinning, but this thing was not moving. So after turning off the rig, plugging in our monitor here, these little monitors we use, and looking at BIOS, and BIOS was showing that it was red. Now that specific riser was red rather than green, signifying that there is a problem. So after checking out the power, it looks fine. What I mean is that PCI Express power here, that's fine. Power supply was on, everything's good, but it still wouldn't turn on. So after that, I took off the riser, take a look at it, and guess what we found? We found, to show you the riser right here, we found that the riser actually burnt. So this is the first time we see a riser fail. You see that right there? That little tiny chip on the riser just had a little spark, poof, and then it just burnt away. So you can see there's, nothing significant, just a tiny little chip. Now these chips usually run at like 3 volts, based on ASIC chips. I haven't tested risers chips, but it's most likely runs at around 3 volts. So something happened to this tiny chip and just burnt away. This riser also, the power supply comes in at 12, 12 and 6 depending on which pin. And then this guy's usually around 3. So it's not hazardous, it's not, won't do anything. It's not like a high voltage electronic device. It's a really low voltage device, and that's not really even a chip. It's more like a tiny, I don't even know what those things would be classified as, but I wouldn't call it a processor or anything like that. It's not anything sophisticated, but you see it burnt away. So that's the first time we had that happen on any of our farms, running throughout all these years. First time it ever burnt like that. First time I ever seen that little chip burn like that. So I would say it is most likely a manufacturing defect of the riser. We replaced it with a new one, just like this one. Same exact riser, we replaced it with a new one, and it's mining just fine. So it's not that the GPU had the issue, or that the power cords on the GPU were bad or something like that. It's just that the riser little chip burnt. So I very, very highly think that the issue was just a manufacturing defect on one of these risers, and it just simply decided to die. Also keeping in mind that the rig that it burnt on over there was one of our clients' newer rigs. So it only ran for like a month and then it burnt. So most likely, like I said, it is a manufacturing defect and they just decided to die, which makes perfect sense. GPU's working just fine. You can see it there spinning away, mining away right now. They're doing a great job. No issues, no nothing. So everything's working great. Just want to show you guys that one example, that no matter how you build out your farms and how hard you try, you put your filter in, your air filter, you can see it down there, that blue air filter, you put in your airflow, you see our big old fans there, everything's blowing everything away, going down to the exhaust. No matter how good you take care of your cards, you'll have things like this pop up where a riser will just burn. A good thing that we didn't have any cards that burnt. That's a good thing. So those are expensive, and those are really reliable. You can see all these guys are running just fine. Those are really reliable, and thank God that those ones are doing a good job. that it was just the riser, and the risers are pretty cheap. Makes perfect sense. They're not expensive. They're not hard to produce, and they probably don't have such good quality control that they would have for GPUs or power supplies, you know, and things like that. All right, wanted to show you guys. Hope you guys liked the video. You know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Go to cryptollc.org if you're looking for a GPU or ASIC mining farm, or if you want to buy yourself some GPUs. We got 3090s, 3080s, 3070s. We got S19s, S19XPs, S19Js, S17 Plus, M330s, or M30, sorry, from What's Miner. We got everything for sale. cryptollc.org, or if you want to set up a farm with us, cryptollc.org. That's going to be it for this video. Until next time, bye.